Oh, just in time for the song The Cycle again. For that whole thing to happen again. Yeah, I was curious how that was gonna loop. But anyway, hello there, hello. Happy Friday night. Happy Friday night, wherever you are. Poncho Smith here. Welcome in. Welcome back. So, yeah. Um, we're gonna hold off on doing more Klonoa for, like, Saturday, Sunday. I think that's the approach we're gonna take. Because right now I just want to unwind, had a lot to do today, and I just want to... Maybe something that would tease the brain a little, maybe something that really doesn't require much in the way of, like, you know, fast reflexes, twitch reflexes, jumping prowess, things like that. So I've kind of had this on the back burner for a while. We'll see how it goes. PARANORMASIGHT, this came out several years ago at the Square Enix joint. Kind of unusual for them to, I guess they don't typically do stuff like this. But anyway, let's go ahead and get, right into this. I know quite a number of folks who have, streamed this in the past, and, okay, you are here. Welcome, welcome. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Who the shit is this? Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going Oh, he was on the TV. And now he's out. Okay, maybe they back the camera away for a bit. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave. Alright, works for me. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Alright, good to know. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. Okay, triggered by our X button. Very tippy-top face button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. Why does that feel so ominous? Were there any characters in this game who are known for having particularly offensive voices? I suggest you check the brightness controls and other settings before going on. Persons of interest files, we don't have anything like that. Brightness, we'll keep it like that. I don't want to turn it too dark anyway. I can live with the current settings. I can live with this current arrangement. The file's updated. Okay, they're making me do this now. Okay, how to play. Alright. Well, we're using one of my 8-bit Do controllers. So I don't think any of this would be too pertinent for me at the moment. We've got a section for Culture Society, 7 Mysteries, Phenomena Curses, and a gameplay guide. Alright, okay, I can... Alright, makes enough sense for me. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. There is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me what I may call you. Alright, let's do the obvious thing here. Where'd I put the C? Okay. 7 letters, some of them completely unnecessary. Oh, we're just calling me this now. Okay, fine, I can live with it. Poncha, please. Like Gooby, please, but Paunchy, please. Oh, how rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You wish to be called Poncho. Yes. I see. Very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Apparently, they saw fit to refer to me by my Switch account name, I suppose. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. Ahem. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. Oh, on that note, Poncho, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time, and one time only. What would you do, Poncho? Use it, okay, I don't know. I mean, bringing someone back into this world in its current state, they'd probably want to be dead again. They'd probably be rather pissed at us that we brought them back. So that's kind of my feeling on the topic at this point in time. I see. Very interesting. Yes, yes. That is what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? Oh, you want to know what this box has been sitting here? It's a television. It's a television. I know what a TV is. I'm old enough to remember when TVs looked like that. Quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television. I'm kind of feeling a little shitty right now, knowing that there are people who are playing this game for the first time, who very well may have never seen an actual color television in person. I'm just... yeah, I'm getting the old man feels right about now. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age that you are from. I used to be, but I am no longer. The world I was born into is, no longer exists. In this era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, okay, rotary phones. That's the next thing, right? Okay, close enough. Payphones. Yeah, those really aren't a thing anymore. Should a person wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a I know what it was like. You don't have to rub it in, man. I'd be thrilled to have you continue the story, Poncho. After all, that is why you came here, no? Brother, I'm feeling about as old as you right now. So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. I present to you PARANORMASIGHT, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Okie, is one of them. Okay, do I learn how to say that phonetically? Okay, Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his third year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of the color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects-heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. Alright. Huh? Breaking news, apparently. Oh, I wonder what I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as ooh. Oh, Well, that's quite the introduction. A 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, excuse me, please. Pay no mind to what you have just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. So is he already dead? Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back in time a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. Alright. Okay, that was already a bit of reading. The story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Alright, proper in-game title drop, I guess. Shogo, are you alright? Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Okay. Yeah, that's my reply. Hey, that's not a proper answer, Earth to Shogo. Okay. Okay. I'm assuming okay. What do you think you're doing, falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now. Up with you. Up. Okay, and... there. How's that? All right? Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? My humor is fine, thank you very much. I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a little fuzzy. Alright, now he gets a title drop. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk alright. When the game is in your control, use the right stick, or swipe the screen with 2 fingers to look around. Alright. We're looking around. Okay, okay, left stick controls the cursor, controls the pointer. Right stick rotates. Oh, don't jump scare me like that, lady. Good, good, what a relief. You seem to be fine. Read that completely out of order. Do you remember anything like where we are or what we were doing? Oh, no, you look so confused. You're messing with me, right? Stop it, you're scaring me. Alright, let's just calm down. Take a good look around you, okay? Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their dumb faces. Okay. Where are we? Oh, right. This is Samita City, Tokyo. We're at, Kinshibori Park near Kinshicho Station. Yoko brought me here, saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. Alright. Okay, Samita City, Tokyo. One of the 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city. It is surrounded by the Sumida, Arakawa, and Chinaka rivers. At the start of the Showa era, the area was still divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and northern Mukojima, but they were merged into one district after the Second World War, said to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Unlike the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than corner. Even now, people are still frequently mixing up the two. Despite suffering extensive damage both from the Great Kanto earthquake and air bombings during the war, Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with samurai residences, it is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones through evidence of its previous character, or though evidence of its previous character can still be found all around the area. And the major landmarks, Eiko Temple, former Yasuda Garden, site of, Honjo, Atsu Sachako Park, Sumida Park, Tokyo Metro Memorial Hall. Okay. Learned something about the park, opened 1950. Conveniently close to the station and surrounded on all sides by roads, this paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax. Okay, Kinshibori Park was named after the Kinshibori Canal, north part of the south, Warigesui Canal, which could once be found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was also derived from the canal. Okay. Okay, so those are our bits and bobs for culture and society. Surroundings, we took a look at that. Playground, sure, why not? That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. Alright, surroundings. Okay, okay, good. They do mark off, do check off things you've, sort of glanced at. Telephone booth. Okay, these telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. Like calling a Columbo cosplayer after you've bludgeoned your friends to death with a baseball bat. Although this is in Tokyo, we're not in the middle of, like, nowhere. Like you were in Higurashi. Okay, a small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. The local telephone calls can be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. More recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid cards, accepting prepaid cards known as a telephone cards. Kinda dodgy with the grammar there. Have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no signs of slowing down. Okay, so which brings us back to you. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Huh? Okay, let's try to recall. We're clearly remembering things a little differently, you and I. Ugh. Still a little woozy. What the hell is wrong with me? There's a girl here. Who is she? Okay, what's your name? Okay, that's Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. Okay, I guess before you had true crime girlies, you had occult girlies. If I think harder, I can probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Oh, that's basically Shiori novella. You're into Shiori novella before she was a thing. Alright, let's take a look at that. Into the persons of interest. Okay, here's Yoko. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot. Okay, other can... Alright, yeah. The grammar could use a little punching up. She has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest to the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, the academic kind, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. And storyteller. Know nothing about you. The storyteller guides those who visit PARANORMASIGHT. Everything else about him remains a mystery. The sex is curious, but you're using him as the pronoun. Intriguing. Alright, let's try this recall button again. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? And we're flashing back and flashing back and flashing back. It was around noon on one of my days off. I just finished running some errands in Kinshiko and was taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. Oh, okay, that's my cue to look. And this is my cue to a poke and prod. Okay, so we got some silhouettes of children running out and about. Enjoying life. Living it up. Wait, is she gonna poke up behind me when I turn around again? Is that what's gonna happen? Okay, not quite, but when I noticed this girl loitering about, she was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan? Or are you, you know, after something else? Huh? Sure. Fucking Boy Scout shit here. Oh, wow, my hero. People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for, anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the Seven Mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Samita is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into two separate cities. Yeah, just like we read in the notes. Huh. Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything, I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. The Seven Mysteries of Honjo are different, because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So hold on, what does that mean? You telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work at this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's gotta be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Okay, now what would that go under? The file update. Okay, so that doesn't change the persons of interest stuff. Okay, Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Because we're going into this. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day and become known as the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Get back here. While many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends, despite what the name would imply. There are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. Rakugo or Rakugo? Probably Rakugo. Most famous of the Seven Mysteries, the Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach. Beach as in tree, I take it, not beach as in La Playa. The Taiko of Sugaru, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the One-Sided Reed, and the Ever-Burning Lantern. Alright. Take a sip there. Whispering Canal. Okay. An enduring superstition formerly known as the Kinshibori, rather. Many fishermen gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As their days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal whispering, "Leave it behind! Leave it behind!" Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish would be emptied. They would be dragged into the canal, never to return. The strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Alright. Here's a map of Honjo. Location in the southern part of the modern Sumida city. It consisted mostly of swamplands until the middle of the Edo period. While it wasn't originally considered part of the city of Edo itself, the area on the eastern side of the Sumida River began to be developed once the Ryogoku Bridge, was built after the Great Fire of Meireki. While Honjo is known for its large number of rivers and canals, many of these were dug during the area's urbanization for drainage and sewage. The Ryogoku Bridge, home to the Eiko Temple, eventually became filled with both people and shops. After a magistrate was assigned to the area and shops continued to pop up, it soon became a part of Edo proper, as its reputation as a lively place spread. Honjo, along with other areas like Asakusa and Fukukawa, are still appreciated today for their old-fashioned feel and architecture. Alright, I guess we got one more. Occult craze. Paranormal phenomena. The supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, ESP, the list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsuchinoko, or Hibagon. The urban legend of the Kuchisake Onna. Television reports of spoon-bending physics. They were all debunked by James Randi. Documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. There is no end to this obsession in sight, with magazines on paranormal phenomenon enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. Well, you don't have magazines for this kind of shit anymore, you just have podcasts. And man, was that ever a mistake. Alright. We exchanged contact information, and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the Seven Mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. But then... Okay, until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Oh, wait a second. Where did Yoko go? According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. So we're digging in a kid's sandlot for a whole-ass canal. It's apparently the story that the expression left at the canal originally comes from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. Oh, I think we read that already. Okay, so we've done that. We've done that already. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. Okay, the phone booth we've looked at. Surroundings I think we're good with. Okay, so there's gotta be... Can't really look up. There's really nothing in the sky to look up to. I recall again. That's right, she asked me to come here to help her look for one of her 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Can't remember all too well. Okay. So that prompted us to look at our files again. We've got some more. Okay, I guess we can read through these now. Why not? The Fool's Procession, an enduring superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo, at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Warigesui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been one of those mischievous tricksters behind it all. Okay, beckoning light. We'll learn about this too. While walking on the road near Hononji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Alright, time to clap. As the evening bell rings in Iraicho, near present-day Shumoko Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. Okay, alright, I know what they're referring to there. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of his second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Evergreen Beach. Okay, so this is the tree. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yatsuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the Beech Residence. Somehow no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Alright. Okay, Taiku of Sugaru. There once was a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Sugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter-tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason, this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip amongst the townsfolk. Okay, enduring superstition. Here we go. This is a story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day South Warigesui Street in Kamizawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. "Wash," it commanded. As the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. A man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night the foot stopped appearing. So this is where Terry Gilliam got his Monty Python cutout intro gag. Okay, the one-sided read. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezo who fell for a woman named Okuma. Tomezo persistently chased after Okuma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezo brought a dagger to near to Ryogoku Bridge and attacked. Oh, this is the worst ending. Ugh. He cut off the arm and leg of one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along that canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. And lastly, the ever-burning lantern. Okay, on a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Warigesui. But there is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there was also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Okay, that's all of them, it looks like. Okay, so we're all caught up on our folklore. Oh, wait, she's coming back this way. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? You didn't hear that? Or didn't you hear that? I did feel like I heard something. I'm not too sure, though. That was creepy. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention to me. Or pay closer attention for me, okay? My special talent, what are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? Huh? What's this all about? What type of shenanigans are you trying to pull on me, lady? Okay, Shogo. Okie, 1 a.m. Kinchibori Park. Wait, you're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course, that was a joke, duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? X'd it out. But, yeah. I mean what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one go... That kind of spirit! That kind of spirit. Okay. As in whiskey and shit. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with the Seven Mysteries of Honjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I could handle assault. We have two very different interpretations of spirit. She can't see the dead, she's just an alcoholic. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, I believe whiskey exists. I believe rum exists. But you had to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Your face, for starters. Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but never understand. You can't be serious. Alright, spirit sense. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt that they exist. That's right, the spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. Unless you're deluding yourself. You've got to want to believe, which kind of flies in the face of actually believing things, as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes people get caught up in the moment, thinking they might see something, and then they really do, because they believe that they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking, you'll never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing. She's a lush, that's why. You know, I realized how strange it was, just as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. Okay, so spirit sense we covered. About alcohol. Let's do that. Totally unrelated. Do you actually drink? Real alcohol, I mean. Whoa, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, I see, if you really want to know. I'd like to think that I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow Mule. You're the type that goes around bragging about, Jaeger bombs, Irish car bombs, sex on the beach, Long Island iced tea. But I bet the hardest thing you've ever drank was like a can of Zima, probably. Really now? I just thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it, though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime, then? Oh, are you asking me out? No, you're just being a good Samaritan, right? Oh, that's not what I meant. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if we find one of the Seven Mysteries. Yeah, we got our work cut out for us. If we want to share the Jaeger bombs, I guess. All right, then let's get to work. Okay. Oh, we got to inquire even longer. And if you could believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. Okay, so we cleared that up. Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Let's go. I just remembered, I actually did some research on the Seven Mysteries of Honjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Oh, tell me everything. Although they're called the Seven Mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think that there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folk tales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than main ones. Yeah, but the Seven Mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15, if you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. You know, like the Ten Commandments. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there was a whole George Carlin bit about that. Go look it up sometime. It's good stuff. What about the Seven Mysteries of Honjo caught your attention? So I read some of the stories, and none of them were, well, scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. That's true. They're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fished in this canal hear a voice saying, "Leave it!" They had to abandon their catch or the canal would take it. Right. Is this what you're expecting to find here in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if there's anything like it, if it's anything like in the original story. So basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know? Exactly, I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression, left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. This story is where it came from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. But you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah, gotcha. Okay, and we can talk about resurrection now. Oh, by the way, were we talking about the rite of resurrection? Oh, your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm going to start calling you Martini Man Shogo. No, that's my pro wrestling name. I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So, you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection. A magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. Still, I don't know, it seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So, the rite of resurrection. It's a forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life concocted by a famous onmyoji from an ancient age. I hope I got that right, onmyoji. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Arashi. Hideki Araishi at an academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff. I kinda got that. Oh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Well, they're not exactly a high bar for TED Talks these days. Exactly, that's why I believe that the rite of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Oh no, Shogo, not you too, man. Good, the pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Araishi himself. Alright, let's look up, I guess we're gonna look up this dude. Or not. Okay, Rite of Resurrection. As indicated by its name, the manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Araishi recently discovered the old manuscript. Okay, we know this. Wait, hang on, I've got another question. You mentioned the Rite of Resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the Seven Mysteries of Honjo? Oh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, started off searching for the Rite of Resurrection. But along the way, I realized that I needed to investigate the Seven Mysteries of Honjo first. I see, so then... That's why she's looking for the right. If you're looking for a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. Didn't mean to pry. Sorry. You know who we're not going to resurrect? We're not going to resurrect you. Bye. Okay. No, it's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did. Shogo, my dog died. Let's go. Ogopogo. Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. Get another animal! Get a rescue! That would do far more good. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Alright, Ogopogo was my dog. I think they initially wanted to call the dog Oingo Boingo, but maybe ran into some legal issues. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay, your dog. Gotcha. You spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the right even works on dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led me to meeting you. So at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? Alright, Seven Mysteries time. So about the connection between this rite and the Seven Mysteries, putting together everything we've talked about, my guess is that the original stories behind the Seven Mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10! You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but... Extreme close-up. Some say that what led to the Seven Mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the rite of resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right, it seems like an onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh, right, I never told you. The manuscript is called the Record of Fates. Oh, what a name. It speculates the secret of the rite is hidden within the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. So now, the Seven Mysteries are the hot new trend. Oh, they didn't give me a new thing to look at. Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown? It starts with belief, right? Okay, there we go. Now I can look this up. Nope. Okay, Record of Fates, an old manuscript from the Edo period written by the Sorcerer. Oh, we got friggin' wizards involved now. Okay. Who recovered the rite of resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic document due to its detailed account on how to perform the ritual. Okay. Oh, I did a flashy flash. Wait, am I having a seizure? Feels like the air just changed. Okay, can't be good if she's pointing at me. I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? Something's got Yoko really rattled. Yoko, are you okay? Ah! Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. Oh. Okay, fine. I don't see shit. Fine. Turn around again. Look up. Look down. Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Still, she looks really spooked. I doubt she's making this up. Okay. So, I guess we're... Okay, I gotta press a ZL button. ZL. Let's turn around. Oh no, she's not too pleased. Yoko! Yoko! I don't get this. Wait. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? Pardon? Pardon? Huh? What the? Something. What is it? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Okay, so that was 1 a.m. Yoko, answer me! Yoko? No way. It can't be. Why? Why? Oh, someone jump scare. Got bigger problems. Yoko, just hold on. Everything's going to be okay. Oh god, she's not breathing. She's cold and I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. Okay. Ambulance. Right. Gotta call an ambulance. Need a phone. Ah, convenience. Right, the phone. Gotta call an ambulance. Ah, shit. What's the number for 911? Wait, we're in Japan. We don't use that. I called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. But is it going to make a difference? Her body's gone stiff and her skin is cold and I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago we were chatting away without a care in the world. Yoko. How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? Heroin, that's how. Huh? Oh, that's right. If that rite of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. If someone can just drop dead out of nowhere, like they were cursed, then why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Maybe, just maybe, I can still save her. Even if I've got to deal with spirit senses and curses and whatever, I've got to try. Wait for me, Yoko. I promise I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. And it seemed like she saw something that shook her to the bone. There's definitely something strange going on, and maybe it's still here. What could she have seen? She mentioned that the rite of resurrection and the Seven Mysteries were connected. So maybe, whatever it was she saw, had something to do with that Whispering Canal. Okay. Hot flashing again. Damn it, that presence again! Must be around here somewhere, but where? The cold night air feels like it's pressing down on me. Just standing here makes me want to scream, but I've got bigger problems right now. Oh, of course. I don't know how it took me so long to realize. This has to be some weird prank she's playing. Any second now, she's going to open her eyes, get up, and have a good laugh at how scared I was. Right, Yoko? You can give it up now. Boy, did I fall for that one. You really got me good. Wait, no, I've got it. You really were some kind of spirit all along. There's no way you're really dead, right? I'm not even fooling myself anymore. There's no going back, only forward. Okay, we have that already. Go to think. There's something here I know, and I just need to look harder. Although if some innocent poking around about the Seven Mysteries was enough to get Yoko killed, there's a good chance of the same thing happening to me. But I already knew that when I decided to get involved. Our surroundings. Called an ambulance already, it should be here soon. Fallen up, okay. Huh, there's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? I didn't notice it until now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by your side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall, it looks like it could be a keychain, but from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. Despite how tiny it is, I feel an almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? Cursed stone acquired, the Whispering Canal. We got goodies here. Oh, it's you again. Hi, lady. What the? Are these the Whispering Canal's memories? Gah. Such deep sorrow, a resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Turn their backs, they walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Ooh, that's a little extreme. Kill those who walk away, kill them all. You have acquired the power of the Curse Stone, the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. Use the curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Should you seek life's restoration, take your curse in hand, reap lives by the score, and claim their soul dregs for your own. Collect enough to sate this vessel, and by their sacrifice claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. for theirs are the equal of droves of lesser souls. Now, go forth and kill. Okay. Oh, okay, this goes into the curse. What ties into that? Okay, Toki loved fishing with her father, Jinkichi, more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish until the evening. The miso soup her mother, Koma, made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait, all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed throughout the night air. Passerby thought of it only as a fish in the canal. The splashing faded, and silence returned to the lonely night. Okay, curse echoes. Let's read about that. Are the visual manifestation of curses. These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape, and may sometimes appear in a more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. A curse echo is in itself a curse, and a possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. A curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a curse echo, but anyone who does become a curse bearer can see other curse echoes. Okay, oh, I gotta move that around. Okay, old Netsuke carvings imbued with curses, derived from the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Ordinarily, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as lethally. Okay, don't see an actual... Okay. When someone dies, their life essence leaves the body and becomes a soul. If one is killed by means of certain curses, however, their life essence will turn into a residue known as soul dregs. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul dregs as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul dregs required depends on whether the person being resurrected passed away. The more time that has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required. Alright, you creepy little girl, what do you want now? What the hell was that? It was like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked up this cursed stone, the Whispering Canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I want the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this cursed stone and collect their souls. I guess it's good to know that the right really exists. But this thing wants me to kill people to get it? Yeah, law ending, screw that. Putting my own life on the line is one thing. Murdering other people is another thing entirely. And not just one person either. Scores, it said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? A curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. And there was something about other curse bearers being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. I'm really at a loss here. Wait a second. Wait just one cotton-picking minute. The hell is that? Looks like a light floating in midair. Huh? Approach! Approach! Oh, oh. Now that I look closer, is there someone there? Hey, who's there? Oh my, how unexpected. Holy shit, it's Roger Smith from the Big O! It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it. Yeah, sorry folks, I sound nothing like Steve Bloom. What? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Oike? Huh? A tall, humorless-looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me, though. Have we met somewhere before? Who are you, and how did you know my name? Do you mean to say you don't recognize me? This comes as a bit of a shock, I must say. Look a little harder, and I dare say it will jog your memory. What's with this guy? I will look at you again. Do we do the thinking thing? That man, who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He is 30 or 40 years old and he doesn't need this. He's all dressed in a suit and tie, but somehow he looks real shady. What is he doing here? Was he watching us this whole time? Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. If he's one of the other curse bearers, then I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. But by the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dregs. I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me. It is always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I am Tamaki Yumioka. Tamaki Yumioka? Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Maybe. So you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. Oh wait, now they're gonna put him in there. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, the man who was covertly watching Shogo Oike at a Kinishibori Park. Oh shit, there's a fucking moth on the screen. Well then, Mr. Oike, allow me to make you a proposition. Damn it. Hold on. Hold on. You have a cursed stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me. How do you know about that? I didn't. You told me. Why, I saw the whole thing. That doesn't explain how you know what a cursed stone is. Even I barely have a handle on it. You know about the Seven Mysteries of Honjo and their curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those curse stones. They are terribly dangerous things capable of killing without a trace, so long as their conditions are met. I hadn't thought of it all the way. I haven't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine, don't you agree? Although it seems I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. That wasn't me! I am willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me your curse stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well. I had hoped to settle this amicably, but you leave me no choice. This Tamaki guy must have a curse stone of his own. Hold on. Let me try to get rid of something. Okay, let's work under the assumption that let's try not to. All right. Flying critter situation has been resolved. Let's play friendship route for the time being. There's no way he has a curse stone of his own. If he did, he wouldn't have been so eager to get his hands on mine. He wants one of his own. They're that powerful and that dangerous. By the sounds of it, if I give him the chance, he'll try to take my curse stone by force. I have to keep him talking and figure out a way to get my curse out first. How can I get him to leave me behind? Though it would be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best bet'll be... How do I know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? Mr. Oike, if you're hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Oike, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. I only found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awakened at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. Why are you so convinced it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why, it is simply that. Huh? Huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I am an associate of the great sorcerer Suigen Gamiodo. Suigen Gamiodo? Indeed. You must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems like that was presumptuous of me. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. I hope that is enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. What are you doing? Should you not check on her? What do you want with my curse stone, anyway? I intend to seal it away in a secure location, so it may never be used again. I am certain that you, too, would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequences, in itself, a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised the chance to resurrect the dead. So you'll seal it away? How? I will put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. If I have gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me your curse stone. For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of the selfish and insipid, of those who would be most tempted by the rite of resurrection, that the curses take root. And a curse's resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Oike, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you. Am I to take that as a threat, Mr. Oike? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. Oh, dear. See, we have that thing. Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the 7 mysteries? It looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. Maybe? Or will-o'-wisp, I guess. Was there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Yoko? Oh, we got pranked. We got pranked. We got fucking trolled. We got. We fucking got. No. Damn it all. Shogo Oike. Deceased. My, Poncho, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but perhaps you ought to be more careful about turning your back on unscrupulous individuals. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please before your unfortunate mishap. Very well, just remember, whatever you do, make like a ace of base and don't turn around. What's up with that light? What's up with that weird ball of light? Is that your curse? Whatever do you mean? I'm afraid I see no such thing. Huh? But it's right... Oh, it's gone. It was right there. I see. It seems you have become the mark of another curse bearer. Okay, hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. Who the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. Okay, that's our cue to recall. Takumi Yumioka. How the hell does he know me? Not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work. Wait, that's it. My work, that's how he knows me. Never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Okay, the man who was covertly watching Shogo at the park. Secretary. Okay, secretary to the chairwoman. Okay, he's gonna... Suigen Gaimondo my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything. But I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. Wait. Okay, back to persons of interest. Okay, let's try to figure out what the rest of his deal is. Okay, he worships the company chairwoman. Natsue Yamamori and demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through a swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency, so does Takumi continue to support her behind the scenes. Acting as Natsue's mouthpiece in this capacity has earned them the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all the employees of the head office, but also the temporary workers in their factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. Okay. Suigen Gamioto, my ass, I know who you are. You work at the soap company, you're the chairwoman's secretary. Well, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request, then. Not as a stranger, but as your superior. Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman secretary even out looking for curse stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Honjo has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It is our duty to ensure that curses do not take root in this land we know as our home. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it is not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your curse stone. If I want to use my curse on him, I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? Scenario 1, he does what he came here to do. Scenario 2, he suddenly needs to be somewhere else. Probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of Scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. How long has it been since you called the ambulance? So my only hope is Scenario 3. Something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever, I just need to get him to walk away once. Wait, I've got it! I know how I can convince him to leave. Oh crap, I totally forgot. What is it? Oh right, I forgot to mention I called an ambulance. It should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone in the dead of night. No doubt they will hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in an interrogation room, you'd better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They are getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. Sooner or later, I will return for your curse stone. I only hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. Well then, I bid you good evening. I didn't press the thing. I didn't press the thingamadooter. Shogo Oike, you dare! He's dead. He's really dead. So this is what a curse stone can do. Whoa. The curse stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 1% soul dregs. Just a measly 1%? Didn't press it, it just kinda happened by itself. Alright, Kinchicho. I left the park immediately. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. The emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takami's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, I at least know she'll be in a safe place. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. Got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takami barely got me any soul dregs. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer after all. It's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the Seven Mysteries would be. The curses were activated at around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me, meaning I could run into them. Let's see, which of the Seven Mysteries are closest? I'm in the Kichicho area right now. The Haunting Clappers are on the other side of the Okyo River. Or Oyako River, just over Shumoko Bridge. The Foot-Washing Mansion and the Ever-Burning Lantern are around south, Rarigesui Street, past the train tracks. And further along Oyoko River, I'll find the Beckoning Light at Honoji Bridge. Those three places are the closest. I guess I should start there. Okay. Alright, so let's break for a moment. Take a bit of a breather. Gonna step away, gonna refill my water. Going to attend to a few other things. And we will be back and we will figure out our plan of action. But until then, let's get the Bossa Nova going to keep you company. Okay, back to this. Back to this. Alright. So we did some extracurricular murders. Stone. Only 1% soul dregs. Collect the other curse bearers' souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. Okay, so our ass is on a timer. Let's see. Well, I guess Shumiko Bridge area, that probably would be the closest to me at this point in time. Let's give that a go. Shumiko Bridge area. The Shumiko Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the haunting Clapper story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. Well, nuts. The only thing I found was what looks like a 100 yen lighter somebody threw away. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. Okay, a cheap lighter I found lying around. It barely has any lighter fluid left. Yeah, we don't even get to, like, explore the scene here. We're just going up the street now. Both the foot-washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even on a road as big as this one, even a road as big as this one is as silent as the grave. Is it just me, or is it oddly dark around here? Could this be... I know it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark. This feeling, it's the same from before. There's something over there! Is that a curse echo? A curse of the Seven Mysteries given form? I knew it, there's a curse bearer around here. Is that curse echoes what's causing this darkness? Doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? No, approaching it would be stupid. I should keep my distance. Decision time. What should I do? If I sit here like this, I risk fulfilling the conditions for that person's curse. Seems like I can still back out if I want, but do I want to? Yeah, let's see how this goes. Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Darn it, now what? This isn't a curse doing this, somebody's pulling me in. That hurt. Looks like I'm inside a building? Did it toss me in here? I can't see squat. Is this the same darkness from the curse echo? Alright. That's right, I still have the lighter I picked up earlier. Perfect. Works. Now I can make out my surroundings a little bit better. What the? Something. Drat, he's got a light that ruins everything. Is someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over, man. It's over. Time to get out of here. Oh, what the? Why? Hey man, you tried to get the jump on me first. Ah. That was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright. Okay, the cursed stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 30% soul dregs. This curse must have had something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern? So there's a connection between the Seven Mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. Okay. There are still other mysteries lurking around, but it seems like this place is clear for now. Yeah, me so clever and resourceful. The ever-burning lantern is the curse responsible for this. I guess maybe its condition is something about me being in total darkness? It's a good thing I had this lighter. It seems to have saved me. Okay. I guess we're going to, so we'll go up to the bridge now. Hononji Bridge. I'm here at Hononji Bridge, the location linked with the beckoning light. Hardly anyone's around. Not surprising, seeing as it's past 2 in the morning. Feels like the whole world's gone to sleep. The other side is an industrial district, and further down from the bridge is the temple from which it gets its name. Someone standing at the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Wait, fine, I'll go first. Whoa. I see, interesting. Well now, this is a surprise. Huh? Who are you? If you've got the wrong guy, just say so. He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts. Come now. Won't hurt to at least tell me your name. What are you doing here? What are you... Very good. You shouldn't give up your name so easily, especially not to strangers. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either, then. You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. But didn't you just say not... Never mind. You say you're a detective. That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you so that we could have an understanding. Private Detective Richter Kai. Alright. Oh, you look like a freak. Oops. The eccentric man that Shogo Oike ran into at Hononji Bridge. What's a detective doing around here? Working, and that's all I'll say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. It seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? Why should I tell you? I see. Clearly you didn't just stop here for the chance to talk to me. Which begs the question, what did you expect to find here? Maybe this bridge simply appeals to you. But then why would you go out of your way to drop by in the middle of the night? No, don't worry about it. I think I'm in the wrong place anyway. If you ever need a hand, I'll be happy to help. It's all in a day's work for an investigator extraordinaire. Thanks. I'll try looking somewhere else for now. Really. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more help. Oh, do we have a light for cigarettes? Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course, my work is top secret. Okay, we lit his ciggy. Okay, back to the map. Okay, I've had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? First around, Midoricho Park. At the end of South, Warigesui Street is the Taiko of Sugaru. North of there is a school called Komagata High School at the location of the Fool's Procession. Should be around there. Alright. So we go into the high school. Komagata High. Here I am at Komagata High School. The school gate is closed, but climbing over looks easy enough. The school is supposedly on the former site of a daimyo's residence where he encountered the Fool's Procession. It's now at the center of a quiet residential area. There's not a person in sight. Let's see, okay, gymnasium. The large gymnasium looms silently over the grounds. It doesn't look like anyone is in there. Surroundings we looked at. School gates again. Alright, anything else? Maybe an item on the ground. Because the lighter really helped our asses here. There's no sign of curse bearers or curse echoes. I should go to a different location. Alright, we're going to the park then. Okay, I see. Oh, we got some people here. This is, Midoricho Park, the location of the Taiko of Sugaru, one of the Seven Mysteries. Oh, someone's there. Okay, held back a sneeze. Two men, one middle-aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up their conversation from this distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind a tree to move out of line of sight. We're supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night is done. No. Shit. No good. I can't see what they're doing if I stay hidden like this. Maybe you're right, but still, the Seven Mysteries. Huh? Was there a noise from behind us just now? Never mind. Just my imagination. Alright. But does the curse really let you kill someone with an object like that? Huh? Something's bugging me. I'm gonna have to check back there. Huh, nothing. I guess this place is just keeping me on edge. Ah, damn it. Sorry, sir. Would we mind if we asked you a few questions? Oh, dicks. Oh, you two are police officers. People say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. Sure, there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as a procedure. Oh, I'm June Ario, from the Metropolitan Police Department Investigative Division. Alright. And this old guy with me with the scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tutsumi, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he actually has quite the sweet tooth. Ario, quit blabbering. Okay, persons of interest updated. Okay, the fresh-faced police detective. And the gruff police detective. Now, first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along with it. Wow, you work for, Hihaku Soaps? I hear they've been raking it in lately. Is that true? I don't know much about it. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Ario, you use hair products. Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays use all these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Oike? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss. Boss is kind of a caveman who thinks only using a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have an all-in-one purpose. We do have all-in-one soaps for that purpose. There are plenty of people just like you. Hear that, Ario? That's what I'm talking about. We should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? Or aren't you riled up? I think is probably what we were trying to get to. I always imagine detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones, too. It's an act! It's an act! They play buddy-buddy to let you get their guard down. To let you put your guard down. He's as intimidating as I'd expect a veteran cop to be. First that private detective, now police detectives. Why today of all days? Anyway, Mr. Oike, what is it that you're doing here? Actually, I'm searching for the Seven Mysteries. Have you heard of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo, Detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. I see. I seem to remember even Midoricho Park had one of the Seven Mysteries associated with it. What was it again? It was the Taiku. Ah, that's right. The Taiku of Suguru. The whole area used to be the residence of the Suguru, the clan of samurai. Well, that's why you were hanging out in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing. Though I admit I haven't been looking into these things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you'd best be heading home. Leave the questions up to him. I got nothing to ask. Alright. Why is he making that face? Stop that! The detectives show no sign of living. No sign of leaving, rather. I don't have conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. The risk is too high for me to stick around talking with them for long. I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care! Alright. Yeah, we'll try the high school again. Okay, we'll take care of business here. Let's see here. Oh, someone's there! Huh? Oh, what the? I'm so sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? A girl in a school uniform climbing over the front gate. She must be a student here. Huh. That thing she's hiding in her hand. No doubt about it, that's a curse stone. This girl is a curse bearer. What's going on? Why are you at school this late? Well, really sorry, I'm in a big hurry right now, so I gotta go. Sorry, babe, it's either you or me. Yep, she knew it. She knew it. Live by the curse, die by the curse. Yeah, Mio's just gonna have to wait. Wasted. Oh, come on, I was expecting a little more than that. The Curse Stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 36% soul dregs. I killed her! Yeah, I got a curse bearer. This is working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2... Wait, do we need to hit 100%? I mean, the cops don't need the curse to kill you. They got real guns. Alright, on to the next one. First, the one-sided read by Ryogoku Bridge. Then the evergreen beach at the former Yatsuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River. Okay, they want me to do the bridge first. Let's give that a go. Hey, quick question for you. What the? Sorry, this is so sudden, but I've got to ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? What? Oh. Oh, his thing is just legs. Is this the part where the thing got chopped up? Why would he out himself as a curse bearer like that? Don't tell me it has something to do with activating his curse. Is this his curse echo? Making it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself? What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? The hell is that? You took too long to answer. Huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the curse echo appeared. I knew it! You're a curse bearer. You can stop trying to hide it now. Not that you were doing a very good job. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty, I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name's Yutaro Namagaki. My curse echo was the foot-washing mansion. Okay, that explains the legs there. A chat? I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. Hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Alright. Fine. Chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Alright, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces to gather soul dregs? Yep, you're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it, we could split the work and we'd have two kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together? I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs in one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it, and I can't do that alone either. I see. Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Well, you're just gonna have to trust me, or do you think you can collect them all yourself? I'm at 67%. It's a fucking lie, but... Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. What?! Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget about this joining forces business. You've got to be kidding me! Huh. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you? What the... Is this the voice of the curse echo? Among the Seven Mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. Well, shit. My poncho, you seem okay. We've seen this before. Okay, bear in mind, Shogo Oike has no way of realizing it himself, so you gotta do it for him. So how far back do they... Okay, then, if working together helps us both get what we want, then maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks! Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. But there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soul dregs do you have right now? Right, I have some, of course. I am more than competent, after all. I'm asking you how many. At 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate. I'll have plenty in no time. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? I'm at 67%. That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my cure stone right now. Okay, so that didn't work. Alright, alright. Okay, that's the chat between two curse bears. Okay, I don't think that's a good idea. If I don't make a clean escape, it might cost me my life. Besides, I might still be able to take soul dregs from him. Why are they only leg? Wait. Said it was the foot washing mansion. Is that why there were only legs? Okay. Okay, okay. Didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. Okay, so that happens again. Okay, okay, expand on this further. You've already learned how to avoid hearing the voice of the curse echo somewhere. And now where the one-sided reed grew is supposed to be around here somewhere, but now there's no trace of it left. It's the bridge. Large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Chuo City. Okay, second oldest of many bridges, crossing the Sumida River, behind Senju Ohashi. During the Great Fire, many drowned in the river, attempting to swim away from the flames. Two Nations Bridge. Alright. The high school, co-age educational. 632 students. 3 S's, sound moral, social responsibility, spirit, strength of spirit. Success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, forced to turn temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover. Call great teacher Onizuka. I think he'd be down for that. Okay. How to avoid hearing the voice. Okay. Old Regs. Okay. Fates. Oh, it is at 67%. Okay. Okay. I'm pressing the shoulder buttons. I'm not sure what I need to be doing there. Maybe he can elaborate further for me, because it's not... How to avoid hearing the voice. Okay, hold on. Hmm. Wait. Well, voice volume is already at 10. They don't mean that, do they? Okay. Click on this is going nowhere. 7%. You've got to be kidding me. Hmm? Oh, fucking really? Fucking really? Oh my goodness. This is Metal Gear Solid shit right here. Looking at the password on the box, you go into your menu settings, and you manually lower the volume of the voice. What? There's no way. And yet there he is, perfectly unharmed? What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse's conditions don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. Yutaro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine. I'll just be on my way then. Mark my words, I'll make you regret. Fuck off. Wait. There's someone behind me. Oh, I see him. Okay, the Curse of the Stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 20% soul dregs. Oh, I guess we're going to the gardens, then. The former Yatsuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it's easy enough to sneak in there since there were no guards at this time of night. However, feels weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a sign of a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. The Ryogoku Public Hall is also on the grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. So, have you decided on what you're going to do? With your... oh so precious... Curse Stone. Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me. I've been waiting for you. I have a curse stone. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. Damn it. Did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me anytime, as I've already fulfilled my conditions. Could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. I can't hand over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that catch her interest. A woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of high social standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure. Go on. If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? How does she know so much? I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. 7. That the number of people she's killed? Can you take soul dregs from others' curse bearer stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth trying. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones of others? But you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. You're half right. But half wrong, too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 6. Oh, she's counting down! She's counting down! You want soul dregs, that means you're after the right of resurrection, too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it. So tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 5. If we're going to talk, we should get to know each other better. Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? 4. What condition have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot in here? Something that I'm still doing even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? Let's see. Files. So Tycho, we're nowhere near. Let's see. It's not the clappers. Oh, okay. Let's see. Sorry about the curse stone. Hold on. How far back can we look? What condition have you fulfilled? Be something I have on me. If I suddenly strip naked on the spot, I might be able to avoid her curse. No, that would take too long. She'd kill me before I got my shirt off. Well, the thought was nice. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. Being here what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach. And I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. In which case, there's no escape. She'd activate her curse before I even got away from the gardens. Sure, I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. Let's see. Well, we might have to do things over. And just avoid, avoid the park. That's what I'm thinking. How do you know you haven't already set off my curse? Go on then, use it. If I had, you could have activated it without all that bluster. And yet, here you are. Damn, does she already know about it? Or about that student from before? But if she already knows what would activate it, she wouldn't hide it. Because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. So she must not know yet. I still have a chance. Listen. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. About what? Talking like this instead of killing you immediately. Just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you were never in a position to bargain. 3. Well, what if you just tell me your name? Why? Well, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. Huh? Alright, ma'am. Yes, what is it? Ugh, this is bad. She's completely running the show here. 2. My son. What? He'd be in 6th grade now. If he were still alive. When I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He always had a strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them even if he was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story just makes me all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you... 1. You still won't hand it over? 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Farewell. Oh, fireman! Oh, damn. Wait. Oh, we lit his ciggy! He got us with the cigarette we lit for him. Somehow. Probably. Okay. Well, there's water there. Can I? Huh? Throw away this lighter? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that? Not sure why, but here goes nothing. Huh? What did you just... Why, throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Huh? Oh, well, I just kinda felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could that lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... How could you? Oh, Suichi, that's what the kid's name was. The Curse Stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 25% soul dregs. Okay, where am I at now with these dregs? Woo! Oh, that was too close for comfort. Was that just coincidence? Not only was I able to release myself from her curse, she immediately panicked and ran away, fortunately for me. If she'd kept her cool and stayed, we would have been at a stalemate. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot by now. What the? Yeah. Okay, story chart unlocked. Oh, okay, this is where we get our branching paths and all that swell stuff. Pardon the interruption, but I'd like this chance to tell you, or like to take the chance to tell you about the story chart. This is the screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, but you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We did call this exactly the power that Shogo Oike had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely, however, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. Okay. Let's see. Gameplay guide. Oh, well, let's just hop straight to new. That's the outside of gardens. Flood prevention. Okay, no actual names, so... Okay. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you have gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led her to dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and voice earlier, Shogo Oike has no way of knowing that himself. On that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people Shogo Oike has killed with this curse? Let's see... There was Yoko, the dude in the suit, okay, the people that we actively killed. The people that we actively killed. Okay, so if we're not counting Yoko, we got the dude in the suit, we took him out first. There was a guy that we got souls from the darkened room that we used the lighter to get our way through. The high school girl, the dude in the sweater, and the lady. I see, I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is... 1. Well, that is all. How'd you end up at 1? Okay, so there's something we can do here. Right, okay. Okay, we got the story chart. That's good. That's good, I guess. I think this is a respectable place to stop at. Respectable place to stop at. Yeah, so that'll do it for us tonight. Okay, it's already after midnight. I wonder. I'm still farting about. Let's see. Hasn't been going for that long. Alright, okay. Guess we'll drop a line to Ceres PM. Streaming The Walking Dead. Not really my thing, but hey, you know. We had a story here, story there. Narrative stuff, I guess. We'll follow that through line over. So, hopefully, if I can get enough home office stuff done tomorrow, we will probably be streaming more Klonoa 2, hopefully. But, of course, I will keep you posted. But until next time, this is Poncho Smith, and as always, well, Poncho Smith signing off. And as always, good night, good luck, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.